would you look at that? A Lefty has ventured into our midst and has disturbed our glorious right-wing echo chamber where we never have a go at anyone that isn't a Lefty here because we are 100% totally committed to tribalism over here. Oh yeah, except that one, I suppose. Oh, and by the way, well done to the comment section. I was kind of skeptical on that one, but the chat has remained resolutely in favor of common sense and morally upstanding behavior. So congratulations to you, gentlemen. You can think with the head up north and not the one down south, which makes you better than at least half of the population. And if you know what stirs my ire, you'll probably know where I'm going with that joke. I actually saw Sticks on Twitter replying to a clip of Howard Stern ripping Bobert, saying, "Isn't this the same Howard Stern who had random women take their tops off and ride a vibrating seat for his show?" And when someone called him on this, saying he's a shock jock, she's supposed to be this high moral representative, his only reply was irrelevant. Sticks, what the hell is wrong with you? That's a piss-poor take, man. Come on. Her whole gimmick is, oh, I'm a God-fearing conservative Christian, all of that bollocks. And then she behaves like a lady of easy virtue in public and then lies about it. Now, that behavior is unacceptable of people in general, let alone for a public official. Now, that to me is akin to false advertising is what that is. Like, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I can almost understand if, say, AOC went off on an unhinged 8-ball bender. Because look at the idiots who keep putting her into office and the state of her district. I can sort of spin that one, if at least for comedic purposes, but anyway. Even Sargon said, wow, Howard Stern lecturing other people about lewd conduct, now I've seen it all. Am I the only one that has any sanity left that doesn't instantly get tribal or try and shoot the messenger? I don't like Stern either, but this is a really, really stupid road to go down. Oh, this is morally questionable behavior. Well, who are you to question them, huh? What's your history like? And most importantly, who do you pull the lever for come election day? Fuck off! I can't stand this tribalistic behavior. This is why I hate politics, because it turns people into feral crap-flinging monkeys. Like, you people are constantly saying, oh, you need to judge people as individuals. Evidently, when it comes to 21st century politics, yeah, that ideal kind of goes out the window. Oh, people say they have principles. No, they don't. They're all full of shit. Like, here's a hypothetical. Let's say I was judging someone's morality, or rather lack thereof maybe, and two others agree with me, and they happen to be an assassin and a pimp. Does that mean my argument's credibility has been weakened by their company, or has their argument been strengthened by me because I'm more morally upstanding than them? Now, who's to say? You tell me. And isn't it funny when it comes to, say, drug addiction, if a former drug addict wants to be used as an example of why you shouldn't do drugs, that's fine. But if someone's currently using and criticizing somebody else for doing drugs, the instant reply is, oh, what a hypocrite. But they're still correct. Is there such a thing as objectively immoral behavior in the age of politics on steroids? No, apparently not. If we're going to go down this road of only ever exercising criticism based on a purity spiral and political affiliation, man, we are going to ride a roller coaster to hell. Well, faster than we already are. Man, this video's going off the rails. Where was I going with this again? All right, the Lefty thing. You complaining and bitching this entire video is the funniest hypocrisy. Well, at least it made you laugh. To admit that what makes you uncomfortable is other people who don't think like you do proceed to get triggered at the mention of anything closely resembling a leftist take. Okay, first things first, kid. You can say bitching, all right? Your mum isn't going to read the comment section. Secondly, allow me to retire the character for a moment, and I'll speak to you as little old me for a change. So, hi, I'm Izzy. Nice to meet you guys. No. What do you mean you can go? Go where? You're held up by floating code, you spiffy bastard. What you want to do, go back into the drawer? Maybe I dunk you in yogurt again. Exactly. You know it's a fortune dry cleaning a top at. The scent of vanilla still hits like a truck. How is that my fault? I wasn't even drinking, nor was it... Don't listen to him. He's talking bollocks. I don't drink whiskey for breakfast. Oh, now I'm an alcoholic, am I? Where is your evidence for this, smart ass?
Nah, it'll be fine.
Moving on. Good lord, this video really is going off the rails. Where'd that comment go? Yeah, hold on. Oh, wait, here it is. To admit that what makes you uncomfortable is other people who don't think like you do proceeds to get triggered at the mention of anything closely resembling a leftist take. Okay, let me explain something here, because apparently you don't know how human relations work. Then again, we're talking about lefties here. These people need instructions to breathe. And even then, they'd still burn the manual, as well as all of society. Ah, yes, the Summer of Fire. Usually I have a script to keep me from rambling off topic like a mad person, but anyway. I'm not normally that angry, quote unquote. You do realize that's a character, yes? See, the reason why it does well, or fits the topic rather, is not because it's rage bait or getting triggered. It's simply because the dumbest things in society right now just makes you want to facepalm yourself into a coma. It's more often than not just a blatant violation of common sense and seemingly self-destructive idiocy. And so, the aggressive tone lends an air of authenticity, because a lot of people's inner voice is this raging monster they can't let out, because we're polite and civilized, or as I prefer to call it, pacified. See, this style allows me to form a sense of camaraderie with the audience. Well, that and people seem to think I write well, and my vocabulary is dexterous enough to amount to a small air of amusement. Nor do I get uncomfortable. In fact, you using that quote as a reflex to describe my conduct tells me you've never actually seen uncomfortable people, especially in that context. They tend to get hysterical and stupid, or stupider rather. I've been around them. In fact, I take pride in causing said uncomfortable because the reaction is greatly amusing to me. There's no way on earth any of those people would ever write or speak like I do. For one, they lack my eloquence, and secondly, their worldview is this hypothetical utopia of the mad. This is why they must censor everything, because uncomfortable for them amounts to screeching like a crying baby. Case in point. Oh wait, they had more to say. You seem pretty uncontrolled in your emotion. Being that triggered about a dumb article meant to get clicks is pathetic. You do realize, or actually probably not, I'm recording the video in that style because it goes with my writing. It's a bit stupid to suggest I'm uncontrolled when I need to act angry and annoyed for the video. If I was doing it live and I'd never seen the article before and I'm reacting on the fly, then you might have a case, but here, not so much. I do find that amusing though that you say the article is dumb and it's meant to get clicks. Well, I got a click in a video out of me, so where exactly is that point going? Because so far, all I'm seeing is you complaining about my conduct without refuting a single point I made. It's not a surprise you're a leftist. I wouldn't be shocked if you ended up using a thesaurus to aid in your writing the response. The repeated use of the word uncontrollable tells me you can speak English about as well as Joe Biden reads a teleprompter. Also making a 10-minute unhinged rant about how you don't like leftists because of one extreme article that triggered you tells me you do get uncomfortable about it, probably about a lot of things, to be honest. I want you to read this paragraph slowly and pay attention to the wording. The rant is unhinged, but also the article is dumb and extreme, designed to get clicks. Now listen here, poopsikins. When you use heavy language like unhinged, you know what might bestow upon your argument a hint of credibility? Examples. Else it seems hollow and lacking substance, much like your fucking head. So would you care to furnish us with an example of the conduct you'd wish to see mirrored, given that you just labeled it dumb and extreme, designed to get clicks? Because really, your argument right now holds no water beyond shiny spoon make me big mad. That's really about it. I know my audience well enough. The consensus of this video will be, Spoon was pretty controlled in this video. He usually goes a lot harder than this. He has a point. The only idiots we get in here never say anything of substance ever. They really just don't seem to like him because he sounds spiffy and they suck. Which is true. It helps if you write what you're going to say beforehand, lest you come off sounding like a pleb. Which they can also do considering they're writing a comment. It must be hell living in a state of perpetual contradictions. No wonder they're all insane and miserable. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.